Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the next session of HTML development. So, as part of our previous session, we have discussed about how to add tables to our web page. Just a minute. Yeah, so how to add tables to our web page, right? So, if you wanted to add a table to the page, we have to take the help of table tag, right? So, as we know, everything in HTML will be added with the help of a specific tag, right? We know that. So, in that way, we can add a table, open table, and then close table. With that, we can able to add a table to the web page. In a table, generally we do have rows and columns, right? So to add a row, we have tr10, but generally here we do not have anything like a tc or something for column. But in every row, we will be having data cells. Data cell is nothing like a grid, like the combination of row and column gives us the data cell. So to represent the data cell, we use td. In that only we will be writing the data. So sometimes we write the data in the td, sometimes we write the data in th. Th is also like td, nothing different, same. That is the data cells only we will be calling it as td as well as th. Depends, like if you want to give something like an heading, then we can write it as th instead of normal td. So that is what we have seen yesterday, like we created different tables, right? Yeah. So okay, before we proceed further, just give me the confirmation that you people are able to see my screen which I shared, that notepad, and also you're able to hear me. Just give me the confirmation, one of you. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. And also we have seen, like creating the tables with the horizontal headings and as well as tables with the vertical headings. Right? So that is also we have seen in this. Yeah, so this is the first table. It is a table with the horizontal headings, and the second one is a table with the vertical headings. It is very simple. The first row we have dedicated to the headings. So it will be like a table with the horizontal headings, and next is something table with the vertical headings. In that, the first column in every row, first data cell is we dedicated it for th. That's it. In that way, we can create a table with the vertical headings. Next is something you're able to see that website and website link. So it is one more table in which the data is not just text this time. We are having the data in terms of link as well. And the next table also same. Here the data is represented in terms of a audio file. You can click it. Yes, you can able to play that, right? So in this way, we can say that table can contain other data as well. So means usually we write text related content inside the table, but it is not limited to write only text related content. We can able to write other content also inside the table. So those are the things we have discussed in the last session. Now here I would like to create one table now. Yeah. So here I want to store the data. The first column is for phone name. Next it is for phone numbers. Next here we'll be writing some data. So here I don't want any bold text here. I just want it to be normal. Just I'm writing some names here. So here I'm writing three names: Ajay, Ravi, Chetan, and the phone numbers. You can write any phone numbers here, but every person is having two phone numbers. So each phone number will be writing in a separate data cell here. So for example, the phone number could be anything here. That doesn't matter. You can write any phone number here. Assume like this. We can have something. So assume like this. We do have the data here. Now I want to create this table. So total, how many rows are there in this table? So four rows, right? For name one row, for Ajay, for Ravi, for Chetan, we have one row. So like that, we have total of four rows are there. Now I would like to create it. For that to happen, I am going to take one new notepad because we want to create a table, right? So already having some here and this. And I would like to create the table. Just remove the other content here. I'd like to write a table and save this file. You can write any name, but cross check it. Yes, it is saving in the proper location. HTML 7 EAM. Yes. So now you can able to write any name for that particular file. Here I'm writing tables2 dot html and keep this as all files, and now save this. Yeah. Now, so write the table. Just now we have seen this table. Four rows. First, we have to write the four rows inside that. First of all, headings. Second row onwards, we have the data. In second row, we have three data cells. Third row, three. Fourth row also three data cells. First data cell normal name. Second and third two phone numbers. That's it. That is from the second row onward. First row is fixed, and in that we have headings. So that is what we have to look into that now. Yeah. TR. See the output. What is that? Yeah, yes, we are in this only. Yeah. I double click this. Yeah. This is output. Right now we do not have any data in this with respect to table. So here some extra data is there that I am going to remove. Only I want the paragraph, nothing else. All, all these headings and just remove. Same. Yeah, fine. Yeah. The first row, what it is containing, th on heading. The name is the heading name is like name only. Next, we do have one more th here. In that we have phone numbers. Next, we have another tr now. In that second row, we have three data cells. One is for name, next to two of two phone numbers. This is one, right? Yeah. I'm going to write the same. One more TD here. Like this, we have other rows. Same. Second row, third row, fourth row. Yeah. Now we can write the data. Three data sets, right? One, two, three. Yeah. Now here we do have phone number, some phone number. It can be anything. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So like that, we have a table here. Just like to say the same. If you want to see a better, border and all, you can give here something like border. If you don't give border, default will not come, right. So here I'm giving something like two. Yeah. Now save and go to the browser. Reload your browser. Now observe. Actually, so I will improve it. Yeah. But if you look at this, I hope you are able to see two things. Yeah, if you look at those two things, the expectation is different actually. but the reality is different. Means second row, Ajay's row, Ravi and Chetan row, no problem. They came as it is the way we expected. But coming to the first row, here name is represented. No problem with name as well. The way we anticipated in the same way the output was. But coming to the phone numbers heading, here something wide is there, right? In the third column, it is like empty, but here it's not that. So this is what our requirement is about. But this is the reality. So the thing is here in the first row we have generally we have three columns for each row. In each column we have a data set. So first row, these headings are like first heading occupying the first column here, but the second heading phone numbers is something which is not just occupying the you know first second column, it is also occupying the third column. So total it is occupying two columns, but whereas this one is occupying only one column. So that is the difference here. Here see, uh, it has to occupy two columns, but in the output level, name is occupying the first column, phone numbers is occupying the data cell present in the second column, and the third one is empty. Yes, absolutely, it will show like that only because how it will be knowing. You have just written the code like the first row one th, next one more th, the second row td td td, third row td td td. So third row onwards three columns are properly there, each data cell is there, in the data is there, fine. But in the first row, th first column it will come, second th it will come in the second column, third it will expect you to write, you have not written, so then it will be definitely empty only. So that is what happens. So now what I want is, I want exactly like this only. So here we'll be having a requirement that what is the actual problem, it is like this, right? This is like this. Okay, phone numbers will come here, but this is like this. We need to break this line, something whatever I have written now, that has to be broken. Actually what it is, we are breaking something like column. That line is like, it is dividing like a column, third column and second column, which is dividing both of them, right? That has to be broken, and we need to merge those two data cells. So which data cell? Second column data cell and third column data cells. Two things must be merged. So we can say like a overlapping of data cells or merging of data cells. We say that, or adding of data cells. We have another word for that actually. That is called spanning of data cells. So we can span those two data cells across the column, because we are breaking the column and then we are merging them, right? So that's why we can say that across the column. So to do that in HTML, generally, this what is border? Border is an attribute. So to do that, we have to use a special attribute called column spanning. The attribute is like, column spanning, and uh, its name will be like, syntax will be like this. We have to write, and where we need to write. The problem is not with the name. The problem is with the phone number. So now here we need to write, and we need to uh, put equal to symbol and double quotes here. What does it mean here is, the th is something which is the data. Try to occupy this data, what you're going to write in this, not just in one column, this column and the next column. Means two data cells. So second data cell and third. If I want to merge the three, then I have to write three. First, second, third, fourth. That's it. Now save this file and go to the browser. Yeah, this is the browser, right? So now see, still void is there. Now reload the page. Yeah, this time observe the output. So this is what. So now what happened, inside the table, in the first row, the first data cell is name, fix, no problem. Second data cell, third data cell. Second is in the second column, third is in the third column, but only in the second data cell only you are writing the data, but which is occupying this one and next column also. That's it. In simple way, the column has to be broken from the second column onwards. So that's why in the second data cell data, I have written call span. That's it. This is the way we'll be writing. So we can expect this in many of the situations, right? Not only in the headings, sir, you can do this in any other situation. Like, assume you are having names here like what? Ajay, Ravi, Chetan, right? So, assume Ravi does not have two phone numbers. He has only one phone number. So, instead of writing that one phone number in the first data set, keeping the second one empty. Yes, right. Instead of doing that, what we can do is we can span it across two columns. That is here Ravi, right? Ravi having two phone numbers here, but I'm removing it. I'm making it only one phone number. Now, how it would be? The output would be like this. Reload. See that row you are writing the second first data cell Ravi, second data cell one phone number 70 something like that. Now, okay, whatever. Now what we need to do here is uh, that number 78 something. This should not occupy only the second column's data cell. That should also occupy the third column. Means here whatever the line is there, right? That line has to be broken. Means that data should occupy across the column. So for that, here in the TD, I'm going to write something called span is equal to here 2. Now save. Go to the browser. Just reload the page. Problem is by default headings are always center aligned, but whereas TD table data is always left aligned. That's why it looks like only to the left side. You can make it later by using CSS. You can put it in the middle. Actually, people will use one attribute like align, but I'm not sure whether yeah, they are allowed now. All just a minute. Because all these alignments usually we do with the help of CSS, but just for temporary purpose, I'm just checking that. Yeah, okay, working from align center. So in this way, we can able to merge the data cells across the column, like to do. Now same thing. This is a table with what kind of headings? Horizontal headings. Now the same kind of table I can do in opposite way, right? That is like this. Columns will become rows and rows will become columns. Something like this here. Okay, it's up to you. You can write any number of elements in this as per your choice. Okay. And invented to the same style. Yeah. So like this. Understood. So here you can have names and the phone numbers and all you can have. But the important thing here is we have opposite. So name will be there and here we'll be having one phone number and here will be having another phone number. So something like this. So next other data also. But very important thing is in each row, first data cell is heading here. Second onwards, normal data is here. So like total of we are having one, two, three, four. Four data cells are there in each row, right? But if you look at the second row, first row, no problem. Because what is there? Just some names are there. Look at the same names, okay, whatever it is. And here some data will be there. Some numbers, phone numbers will be there. So for example, I'm writing it can be anything. Fine, whatever. Now, this is important. So, first row, TH is on TH name, TD, 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 TD. That's it. Ajay, Ravi, Chetan. Second row, first column is like TH in that phone numbers. Next is like TD, 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 TD. Next, the third one, we don't have TH. In the third one, we have only TD, TD, TD. How many TDs we have to write? Three TDs we have to write over there. So then what happens is, we'll be getting the last one, like, empty. So that is the problem happens here. So for that, okay, first I will create a table. In that, how many rows are there? Some people might think like, yeah, think like only two rows are there. No, don't look at this. Here, look at this. Chetan, this four nines, 8088, one row, second row, third row. Total of we're having three rows are there, not just two rows. So we need to create three rows. Yeah, the first row, first data cell is like name, and second we do have this one, TD. One more name. Here we have TH is for phone numbers. Name is like phone numbers. Numbers. So the third, yeah, also same. Here we have one more. That's it. This is the one. Now save and go to the browser. Just reload it once. Okay, one more TD is there now. Each one. Save. Yeah. Three names will be there. Each one should have two phone numbers. Yeah, this is what happens. So name. Okay, first row TH, TD, TD, TD. Fine. Second also one TH, three TDs. Fine. Second row indicates phone number with each one first phone number, first phone number, first number. Next third row, second phone number, second phone number, second phone number. But we do not written any. We have not written any TH over there. We have written TD, TD, TD. Then that obviously in the first column only this TD will come. Why it will come in the second column onwards? Obviously it will not. But how many we got? Three here. One, two, three. So the last one will become empty. Obviously happens. So here the problem is this phone numbers is a word is there, no, this, okay, whatever it is, that sentence or word or th, that th should occupy this data cell and as well as this data cell also, then this will move to this side. Understood? So for that to happen, what we need to do here, if something is there, horizontal, that line has to be broken here, means this data cell and the below one, this data cell, both must be merged now or aligned or something like, overlap together. We have to span them. For that to happen, we need to break this row line. This is whatever it is, row that has to be broken. So we do take the help of row span for that. And where I have to do inside this phone number only. The problem is there only. So row span equal to 2. So what exactly it will do here is simple that here just a minute. Yeah. So this phone numbers is a data, some data here that is not going to this is one data center that is not going to occupy only this row. Next upcoming row also it is going to occupy. So that's why you are mentioning two means this row and next row. Total two rows it will be occupied. If you look at the output, you will come to know. Yeah. So this phone numbers will occupy this one and this one. Next this one will go to this side, this side, this side. So then it will be the out. Look at this. Actually, we just yeah, we have expected this somewhere. So the same way we have got the output. So for that to happen, what we did here, we merged two data cells here. Which data cell? Second row, first data cell, third row, first data cell. So the second row data cell, whatever you have written heading, that should occupy second one and as well as third row. For that to happen, we have used row span. So that's it, guys. So this is about your learning of table completely. Now you can write any kind of a table in a web page with the help of this HTML knowledge. You can able to create it. The only thing changes here is even in the real time as well. The only thing changes here is the size of the table. Here you are having and also okay you leave about that CSS because you have to take the help of CSS to write what you say a better table in terms of looking. You have definitely have to take the help of CSS, but content wise, so these are the things we write inside the table. The only difference in the real time is the only size of the content. We do have big tables with large data, volumes of data will be there to represent sometimes. So that's it, guys. This is about a table. So with this we are done with different aspects of HTML, and especially you know adding different content. In that context, we learned how to add text related content. Then images we have added, links also we have added, list we have added, tables we added. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, media files. We added media files also. That is like both the audio and video files. So these are the main things whenever we observe any web page. So other than that, we do have forms that we'll be discussing in the next session. But before that, we do have one small concept like difference. So we are going to learn it now, and after that, forms will be learning in the next session. So with that, we'll be finishing the main core concepts of HTML. So iframe, and usually in every web page, we write some content. Assume you have a web page like one.html whose name is one.html. In that, assume you have so much of data. Your data can be in terms of what it can be in text or so much of data is there. So in the same web page, you are going to create some dedicated space. In that, you want or you wish to add the content of other web page. Like you have another web page, assume like 2.html. In 1.html, you have the content, a paragraph, after that some image, like that, and after that some space you are dedicated, and after that again you are writing some content. In the dedicated space, you want the content of another page to be displayed over there. This is called embedding another web page into a current web page. To do that, we use a concept called iframe. So iframe is used to add one or more web pages into your current web page, or iframe is used to embed one or more web pages into your current web page. So for that, the tag we use is iframe only, and its name will be like inline frame. Means wherever the inside the web page, wherever you actually wanted to add iframe, yes, you can able to add that. So for that to happen here, what I'm doing is already I'm having tables, right? Just I'm creating one more web page by taking the copy of it. I'm writing something like iframes. Yeah, I want to edit the code. Right, to edit the code, just go to the same location. Just to go for open with the option on that. Yeah, here after paragraph, we have table. You I'm having one more paragraph here. You can save this and go to the browser. Just a reload. Yeah, here you have two paragraphs are there. Now, between those two paragraphs, I told you right already, iframe is something which you can use it anywhere in your web page. So that's why we call it as inline frame. Now, open the code and write between two paragraphs, you have to write one iframe. So just I'm going to write it. Okay, I have not written anything. Simply I have written like iframe. Now go to the browser. This is before. Now after observe. You're able to see like some space has been allocated. That is what I'm using the word like dedicated. Some space will be provided over there, and what will be there in that. So in that, whatever the content you wanted to add from the another web page, that you can able to add. What is our web page name here? iframes.html. In this web page you want to add the content of other web page, yes, we can able to add it. So for that to happen, it's very simple. We have to use src, like same like your image, image, right? Yeah, src source attribute you have to write here, and you need to pass the address of that another page which you wanted to add to be passed here inside the src. That's it. And while passing that address again here, you need to keep one thing in your mind, that what is the location of that particular file, web page, whatever you wanted to add, that another web page where it is located, you have to cross check. My iframes.html is present in html7am folder. Now I want to add something like a okay list. There is one page called what list. So that page only I want to add as a iframe. My current page is what this one iframes.html. Into that I want to add a content of list where inside that dedicated space. But the thing is here, we have to cross check the location. So obviously list is also present in the same folder, so no need to worry about the path. If it is present in the other folder, I have to write the full path, but this time we can directly write just the name of the file. Same works for if you write anything from the outside. You can write starting from the HTTP. So that's it. Same work. The way you have written for images, same you can write here. Now save. This is before reloading the page. Now just reload. Yeah. Now we have got the content of another page here, right? Now, but default, if you look at this, we are getting a scroller here, right? A vertical scroll bar, we have got it. Because you are adding the content of another web page here. Definitely that web page might be having more content. Who knows, right? So if you default is, the default some space like height and width will come for every iframe you give. Like your image, if you write one image, what happens? Default one height and okay, like default means whatever the original size of the image that will come. But here iframe, if you write default one, some height and some width will be there for this. If you don't want that and if you want to change it, yes, using css generally we do that, but without css as well we can do with the help of two major attributes which you already know about it while learning images, right? So that is height and we can able to write it in terms of pixel. You can mention that here some height I want. Height only problem here, right? I'm just increasing the height here. Yeah, I'm writing 600 pixel. Width already fine, but even if you want to improve it, you can able to do that. Here I'm writing something 600 400 pixel. Now say go to the browser, go to the page. Yeah, yes, this is the page. Iframe strategy. You reload your page, you can able to see that actually the height is more because this web page containing just one heading, two list items are there, like one unordered list and one ordered list. So we don't need to have that much big iframe in terms of height. You can have just so 100 pixel I reduced, I made it to 400. Yeah, okay, fine. So like this we can able to, and whatever may be the content you wanted to add from any web page you can add. And the advantage is whatever it is there here, whatever you do inside this web page, if you have some button or anything something, then this is not going to affect this original page. So our page is iframe strategy table. In that you have a content like paragraph, one more paragraph and two tables. In the middle of that, between two paragraphs, you have created one iframe. That iframe is present in the iframe.html page, but inside that the content is added from another page. So this is what the duty of iframe. So iframe is used to add the content of another web page into your current web page. If you want to add one or more, if you want to embed, people say attaching or embed. So if you want to embed the content of other web pages, one or more web pages, one or more, why I'm using that word, because here there is no limit, like you have to use only one iframe in your web page. You can use multiple iframes also. Then why to use that? It purely depends on your requirement. You do not have such kind of requirement, like where you need to showcase the content of another web page into your current web page, then don't use iframe. Wherever somewhere you have that kind of requirement, then we do use iframe, right? So that's it. This is about the iframe. So forms are very important thing, and in the forms we'll be creating the fields where people will be entering the data and all, right? So that one I don't want to start now, so I want to talk about that in a fresh session. So I hope you are clear with the today's session. That is extensively we talked about tables and as well as iframes. So yeah, if you are having any doubt in today's session, you people can ask me. You can unmute yourself, you can ask your doubt, or you can shoot out your questions in the chat box. I'll be answering you guys.
Keshav, Sunit here. So I have one
Yes.
question.
Mm,
So the frame source which you have embedded into the current
mm,
HTML document, right?
mm.
So that is how the system got to know the path of that, because it's a local one. Is it going to check all the folders or how it is?
Why it will check all the folder? I already gave proper address, right? List.html. If I write this only web page or only name directly, then it will check only in the current folder. That's it.
Okay, in
It will not
case
be.
if you keep it in the another folder, it will not going to identify it.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
No, images. How to add images?
Yes, yes, yes. That I know.
Yeah. How to add any image present in another folder of our computer?
So we are giving just a path over there. That's what we are
Yes,
doing it every time.
that's it. The full path. See, if that list.html is present in the desktop, assume, then I have to provide the path C colon users slash del slash something desktop you will be having, right? Yes, that we have.
Okay, so
That
this
works
is
for everything.
yeah. So as you said, like it is in the same folder, so that's the reason it is picking up.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. That is what it exactly works like. Your what we say. Just a minute. Images. The way it work for images. Same. Yeah. Here. See. Able to see something here. But in the place of image, we do have here iframe. Clear, Sunil? If it is present in
Yes.
the same folder, only file name. Other folder, computer, like that, out of URL. Clear?
Yes, got you.
Yeah. Veera, do you have any doubt, Veera? Yeah. Okay. Others, guys, if you have any doubt, just let me know. You can unmute yourself, you can ask me, or even you can ask your question in the chat box. Else, if you are clear, if you are fine with the session, just to mention like you are clear. All of you should respond. Yeah, just do it quickly, guys, so that we can wind up for the day. Akshara, Sweta, Ravali, Veera, Sukrunisa. Yeah. Veera, you're clear? You have any doubt? You raised your hand. Sukrunisa. Okay, guys, then yeah, that's it for the day. So, in the upcoming session, we are going to see forms, important one in HTML. We are going to talk exclusively about forms, guys. Yeah, bye, guys. Take care, guys. I will meet in the next session. Bye.